the head of Ford Motor Car Company, said he made our new model disappear. He's worked for Disney, he's worked for LG and Samsung. He has some of the best credits in the business, and he's worked in some of the biggest casinos in the world. He'll be working in Clark Casino next month, and also in the Mega Mall in Manila. So ladies and gentlemen, now, getting ready for your cue, boys, I want to introduce to you now, please, and put your hands together for a fabulous illusionist, the best in Asia, Mr. Joe Conrad.
My name's Joe Conrad. I'm going to do a little bit of magic and illusion, a few things to warm you up. Very, very happy to have you here. Everybody having a good time? Yeah? Sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, ever since I've been in magic, I've seen several magicians do the famous cut and restore rope trick. Now, the magician starts off by showing a piece of rope to the audience. He just takes it out, shows it just like that. Takes the two ends of the rope, ties them together, displays a rope, takes out a pair of scissors, cuts the rope apart, and magically restores it to one piece. Now, I always figured if the magician was a true magician, he would not need the scissors. He would take his fingers, slice the rope right apart. But every time you do that, you have a little bit of a problem. They never turn out to be quite the same size. One's always shorter than the other. We can fix that. You grab onto both ends, give a little tug, and they stretch to being right about equal. Now, at this point, you can do almost anything you want to with the rope. Take the two ends of the rope, tie them together, grab onto one end, you'll have a hangman's noose. Grab onto the other end, you have a giant pair of sunglasses. We can start the whole thing over except for the knot right there. If you give it a tug, it fades away altogether, just like that. Okay, now, you guys here in the front look a little bit confused, so I'll tell you what. We'll go back to the beginning. First thing I did after I cut the rope apart is I tied it together. Then after I tied it together, I displayed the rope to everyone. Now, so far, to cut this rope apart, I've been using my invisible scissors. This time we'll change the pace. I'll use my knife. Slice it apart one more time. Take all the rope, wrap it up in the hand, give it a wave, and of course we'll be right back to where we started with one piece of rope. Now, I'm going to let you know something here. I'm going to tell you how I do part of this trick. You see, I haven't been tying real knots. I've been tying what magicians call a slip knot. Take one of these little knots right there, give it a little tug, it's going to fade away. Now I'm going to tie another one of these slip knots right about halfway in the row. Now in different parts of the world, they call these different things. Here in Thailand, they call it the Thailand jumping knot. The reason being, you pull on it, it jumps over here. You pull on it again, it jumps over here. Now, the reason they call this Thailand knot a slip knot is it slips and slides all over the rope. But if you grab a hold of that slip knot, pull it all the way up, toss it in the air, it's going to vanish altogether. That kind of wraps up my version of the cut and restored rope. But so everybody remembers what happened here today. I'm going to show you a resume of all my different knots. Now, I see quite a few of you wear glasses. Huh? Yeah? Is that a cultural thing? Or okay. The reason is, I want to make sure everybody get home safely. Go back to your country, so I'm going to test your eyesight before you leave here. I'm going to do that with a little card. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is count how many spots are on each side of the card. You should see one here, 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here. You didn't get it the first time around, I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't worry, I'll teach you how. You do this on your kids or whatever. What you do is you get a piece of cardboard, you cut it out, and you paint 2 spots on it. One in the middle, one in the corner. You don't want to hold it like a square. You want to hold it like a diamond shape. Not like a square, but like a little diamond, just like that. You cover up 1, it looks like 1. But the second time around, you cheat again. Your hand goes over the blank space. It'll look like 3. 1, 2, and I think the third spot's on your hand. You're really cheating. Now, on this side, you do the same thing. You're going to paint 1 in each corner, but nothing here. Remember, turn it like a diamond. You cover up that one, it looks like 2. Cover up the blank space, it looks like 4. 2, or 4. You got the idea. Okay, good. Now, you're doing this. You do 1 here and another here. Don't ever move your hand or they'll really see the third spot. Here, you get 2 or 4. 2 or 4. If you get an itch, you'll see the 4th spot. Now, same thing here. Remember, you have 3 on this side. But if you turn it around again, you'll see 6 on this side. If you open it up, you better get some damn glasses. big illusions. We have a limited stage here, but we have a really big one at the end I'm going to show you. But I like the classics of magic. Sometimes the smallest magic is the best. It uses the hands and the real skill. I've been doing magic almost 35 years. I'd like to show you one of my favorite tricks. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. ESP. I'm going to try to read somebody's mind. Everybody know what ESP stands for? Yeah? Extrasensory perception. It's not like Chris thinks. He thinks it's extrasexual persuasion. It's not. It's extrasensory perception. The ability to read mind. Now, I'm going to try to read somebody's mind in the audience. Let me see. This good-looking fellow right here with the mustache. Huh? Let's get a little bit of encouragement. Put your hands together. Yeah. You can stand up right there. You don't have to come on stage. Okay? You can take your hands out of your pocket. I'll do the entertaining. Okay? Now, what's your name, sir? Your name? Okay? What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to read your mind. And the way I'm going to do it is through ESP. I'd like you to think of somebody famous. It could be a movie actor, a TV star, a singer, a comedian. Just make it an American so everybody in my group knows who it is, okay? You have somebody in your mind? Somebody famous. It could be political, anything you want. You have that person in your mind? Okay, don't tell me. But believe it or not, I have a photograph of the very person that you're thinking of right inside of this envelope. Now, we've never met before. Very first time. Is that correct? Have I ever met you before? No, good. Okay, for the first time, in a loud and clear voice, name out loud the person that you're thinking of. Yes. Mm-hmm. Who's that? Let's pick somebody else, an American. Who is it? Yeah, an American. Who's that? You gonna help him? Anybody famous? An American movie star. Let me make it easy. An American movie star.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Okay, the late great Michael Jackson. Believe it or not, I have a photograph of Mr. Michael Jackson right inside this envelope. I didn't set this up. He's the one who picked them. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Jackson, before he was famous. That's bad. I had somebody call Brad Pitt the other day. I had that covered too. All right, give him a big round of applause for that nonsense. All right. Okay, I got tricks to do right here in my pocket. Let me see. Not there. No, sorry. Ah, here it is. Little red scarf. Keep your eye on the red silk scarf. Here we go. Put it into the fist. Give it a wave. And it magically turns into an egg. Control yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm going to teach you how. It's not a real egg. You see, it has a hole in it. Okay. When you think I'm taking this scarf and poking it into my fist, it's going that little egg right there. This fake hollow egg is made out of plastic. You can buy it at any magic shop or hockey shop. You cut a hole in it, make sure it's dry inside, and you're all set to begin. Remember, when you think it's going to my fist, it's going to that little egg just like that. Now you take the plastic egg, you place it in your left-hand pocket. You take the red scarf, you place it into your right-hand pocket. And you're all set to begin. To start off, you take your left hand and place it in your left pocket. And you act as if you're looking for the silk scarf. What you're really doing is hiding the egg in the hand with the hole in the back so nobody can see it. Magicians call this palming because we hold it in the palm of the hand with the thumb. Okay? Just like that. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to reach over here, and what you're going to do is you're going to actually locate a silk scarf. You're going to show it on both sides, and you're going to be very careful on how you show it. You're going to do it at an angle. You're going to kind of do it like this. All right? Don't do that. You give it away. Okay. Now you give it a wave, just like that. You're going to poke it deep down inside your fist. You really know it's going into the fake egg that you're palming in your hand. You get it all the way deep down inside there. If you like, you give it a magic wave, or you can even reach into your pocket and pretend to grab some magic dust to sprinkle over the hand. Then all that's left to do is to show that the scarf has indeed transformed into an egg. If you decide to turn the egg around, be very, very careful. Be sure to keep your thumb over the hole. You're going to expose the trick. Because the only thing you can do in a case like that is take that little hole there, peel it right off, reach over here, grab a glass, and crack the egg open to prove that's really what you have. And if you're a real man, you can drink the egg. But I'm not a real man. Okay, we're going to make a little room here. I'm going to do a little bit of larger magic here, a little bit of illusion for you. Trying to show you all different kinds of magic tonight. So let's do a little bit of grand illusion. And maestro, music please, and here we go.
on exploration. What the sky looks like, what the stars look like, do they still twinkle or are they a steady light when you get outside the atmosphere?